Hello students, we're back again with surface area of a cylinder. So first, some background information. Much like yesterday, before mastering cylinders you have to have a firm grasp of circles. So in order to solve for the surface area of a cylinder you will need to be able to, and once again, why circles are so important, there's a circle on top and on bottom of a cylinder. So that's why it's a prerequisite skill. So you will need to be able to convert between diameter and radius. Once again, diameter is twice the length of a radius. To go from a radius to a diameter is times 2. To go from a diameter to a radius, it is divided by 2. Find the area of a circle, pi times radius squared. Of course, squaring a number, you're just multiplying it by itself. And of course, multiplying with decimals. So here's the formula to find the surface area of a cylinder. Now I've put the short form up top here. So of course, with surface area, you're going to add them all. Area of the circle, so you have the top face here, this circle. Area of the bottom circle, which would be right down here, plus the area of this side. And I actually had to look it up. Is it called a side? Yes, it is called a side, even though it is circumvented around the entire cylinder. That is the side. So you find the area of the circle, and the area of the side, and you add them all up. A reminder, to find the area of a circle, it is pi times radius squared. You will then double that, because this circle up here has the same area as the circle down here. And then you'll need to find the area of a side. Now, the area of a side is a unique formula. It is 2 times pi times radius times height. Now, truthfully, I had to look that up myself. 2 times pi times radius times height. We will reiterate that during the video. But first, a real world example. Since their debut in 1967, Pringles potato chips have had a cylindrical container used to hold the chips. That's a fancy way of saying its container is the shape of a cylinder. Outside of the container is the surface area. Once again, volume is what's on the inside, surface area is what is on the outside. So let's determine the surface area of a can of Pringles. I actually did some measurements. The diameter of the can was about 8 centimeters, and the height was about 30 centimeters. Let's find the surface area of a standard can of Pringles. Okay, there's one from the 1990s, by the way. So step 1, we need to convert the radius, if needed. Well, I gave us a diameter. I said the diameter was 8 centimeters. So I need to convert 8 centimeters to a radius. 8 divided by 2 is 4. That 4 centimeters is going to be very vital in solving for many aspects of this formula. So step 1 is down. Once again, students, this step by step, I would write this down if you have a pencil and paper nearby or a whiteboard. Step 2, find the area of a circle. Now you might say, oh, do I do the top or the bottom first? Remember, they're both the same. They both have the same dimensions, so they will be the same area. So I multiply the radius by itself. I square it, because remember, pi times radius squared, or radius squared times pi. The order, once again, does not matter. So I did 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times pi is 50.24. Step 3, you double the area. Why do I double it? Remember, same area on top as on bottom. So I double the area. 50.24 times 2, 100.48. That's mental math. No calculator needed on that one, probably. Step 4, I need to find the area of the side. Now, this was that strange, weird formula. It was radius times height times pi times 2. So I did it in this order. I did 2 times pi times radius times height, and I got 753.6. We're not finished there, though. Because remember, with surface area, you have to add all the faces. I'm not talking about this Pringle face here. I'm talking about the faces of the prism, the cylinder. So we have the top circle, the bottom circle, and the side. And I'm going to add those together. And what do I get? I add step 4 with step 3, and I get a grand surface area of 854 and 800 centimeters squared. Remember, surface area is squared. That was a lot of information. You might have to run through this a time or two to get it. Look at the last two slides. I'm going to give you a problem on your own though right now. It's your turn. I want you to try to find, using the formula, I posted the formula above, I want you to find the surface area of this cylinder below. So let's pause and let's let you work, and then when you're finished, unpause, and we'll see how you did. Alright, let's see how you did. So you started with probably the circles. That's where I would begin with. Once again, it doesn't matter top or bottom, they're both the same. The radius is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. We squared the radius. And then we multiply by pi, because of course pi times radius squared is how you find the area of a circle. 9 times 3.14 is 28.26. I have to double it, because there are 2 circles on a cylinder. So I do the same exact thing. 9 times 3.14 is 28.26. And now for the area of the side. You have pi times radius times 2 times height. And you can do that in any order you wish. So pi, 3.14, 3, the radius in this case, 4, the height in this case, and 2. And you get a product of 75.36. Now what do you do with the area of the circle? The area of the circle and the area of the side. It's surface area. You add them all up. You find the sum. And when you add up all 3, you get a grand sum of 131.88 centimeters squared, because once again squared with area. And that would be the surface area of this cylinder. The surface area of a cylinder is the outside of the cylinder. If you have any questions, students, please contact me. Google Hangouts, video call, whatever you need to do to get the job done, let's get it done. Thank you, students.